So, it's been a while since I had my miscarriage, and I recorded a video like 4 times, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna post it. And then I recorded another, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna post it. So who knows if anybody will ever see this video. But over the last weekend was my 29th birthday, and I was out drinking and stuff, and quite a few people inboxed me on Facebook or sent me a message, a text message asking, aren't you pregnant? So everything began, I came home from traveling, and May 2nd I was traveling, and I came home, and May 22nd I found out I was pregnant. Like, it was like that. It happened so fast. It's not that we were preventing, it's not that we were trying just yet, because we were gonna start trying, but I don't know, it happened. Maybe 3 or 4 days after I started getting symptoms, they start to go away, and I'm like, that's just a little weird. You know, with Logan, I didn't have any symptoms. I mean, I didn't find out until I was like 7 weeks pregnant with Logan. I had nothing. I had no symptoms. I wasn't really nauseous, nothing. I didn't have any, I just didn't have any issues at the very beginning. There was nothing there. So, to get them and then for them to go away kind of freaked me out. But I had started taking new prenatals, and I was like, well, maybe these prenatals are just better than the ones I was taking, so maybe that's why I'm starting to feel better. June 6th, is the day everything happened. I wake up, and I went to the restroom, and when I wiped, there was blood. And it was so light. I mean, I couldn't even really call it blood. It looked like it was really, really light. So I instantly start freaking, and I scream for my husband to come in the bathroom. He comes in, and I show it to him, and he's like, you know, it's normal. They're just going to tell you it's normal. We were almost 7 weeks. Care what you're saying. I'm going to the hospital right now. So, before I get up, I wipe again, and it's red. And so I literally really freak out. I literally get up and put my flip-flops on and go to the hospital. And I start praying. My whole 8 minutes to the hospital, I'm just praying to God that this is not what I think that it is. I go back. They do a vaginal ultrasound, and he says, you know, we can't really see much. We see the gestational sac though. So even though we don't see the baby's heartbeat, or we don't really see the baby, you know, you're just really early, and you could actually be earlier than what you're thinking you are. They'll see a gestational sac intact. What we will do is send you home on, you know, a little bit of bed rest, just sit and relax, and, you know, everything should be better. They called it a threatened miscarriage. They gave me paperwork on a threatened miscarriage, and they sent me home. I go home, and I take a nap because I'm just stressed to the max. I just needed to go to sleep. So I take a nap, and I wake up, and I was asleep for about 6 hours, and I wake up, and wake up to cramping. Like, it's not the worst cramping in life, but it feels like my period's coming. So I'm like, great, you know, I go back to the bathroom, and of course there's still blood, and I'm like, great, you know, now it's coming into my underwear. Like, I really can't move. I can't move. So before I even get off the toilet, the biggest blood clot I had ever seen, ever. I passed the biggest blood clot ever, and at that moment I start hysterically crying, because I know that I'm no longer pregnant. It doesn't matter what the emergency room doctor said or anything. I know at that moment there's no baby anymore. So I call my husband in. I scooped it out of the toilet, and I call him in, and I'm like, dude, this is seriously massive. And he's like, yeah, that's just not right. We need to go back to the hospital. So it's about 10 p.m. I think I went to the doctor at about 10 a.m. It's about 10 p.m. when we go back to the hospital. And he does a cervix, he checks me and everything, and of course they're telling me, don't freak out until, you never know. Bleeding is totally normal during your first trimester. Blah. I go and they do another vaginal ultrasound, and he comes back and he tells me that they don't see a gestational sac, and they don't see. All I could do was pray. I just started praying. Oh, you think that this is your will, and just help me get through it. I'm just about to lose it. Like, I'm gonna go crazy. If God does not help me stay sane, I will go crazy. I'm not strong enough to go through this. So I'm just praying, God, please, 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 please help me through this. Please help me. So Monday came, and of course I had to go to the doctor. I went to the doctor, and the first thing they had me do was take a pregnancy test, and after I took the pregnancy test, it was negative. I think that's when it really, really hit me that it was over. I mean, I feel like just 3.5 weeks prior, I was taking a test and surprised that there was a baby there, and now there's not. So coming to terms with that was probably the hardest part of everything. So he told me since we were so early in our journey, in our pregnancy, that we could try as soon as the bleeding stopped, and that was it. That I was no longer pregnant, and for anybody going through it, pray. I'm telling you now, pray. I'm crying right now because just rethinking everything is sad, but I know there is a reason there, and whatever that reason is, it's not for me to understand. I don't want to understand it. I'm not gonna try to understand it. Me personally, I just thank God for getting me through the situation. I don't know, some people might be stronger and so they don't feel like that, but me, I just knew that I wasn't going to be able to get through it. That nothing I did was going to help me get through it. I just knew, I did not want to fall into this depression, because I knew that's totally my personality, my, the way I work, and it's to fall into a depression. And I have at that time I had a 15-month-old. So I couldn't disappear. I just couldn't do that. He didn't deserve that. My husband didn't deserve that. And so, because all the depression in the world isn't gonna bring my baby back. It's not going to make me any more pregnant. So with that logic in mind, I just prayed for the strength to be able to go through it and not be depressed and not to disappear. And I'm telling you right now, he helped me, because I would have been crazy. But you're watching this because you're going through it. I'm so sorry. It's just the worst. I know. I'm really, really sorry that you're going through this, but it's gonna be alright. And I pray that you have a healthy baby very, very soon.